Salute to all the real ones out there. It's your boy Mike coming at you again with another video. Alright, y'all like the direction that my channel was going in, you enjoying the content and all of that. I need you to like, comment, subscribe, and share those videos with anybody you think may be like in need of them or who they may benefit. Today's topic is going to be once again off the cuff. I don't feel the need to like follow a script. I'm just going to talk about one of those cold hard truths, and it's your fault. Alright, so that's going to be the topic of the video, the cold hard truth. It's your fault. Alright, so where can I start? Many of us, you know, we go through things in our life, we face adversity, and at times we fall back and we feel like, man, life is unfair. I know all of us have felt like that, haven't you? You didn't get the result you wanted from the job. Someone else got promoted over you. You work real hard in the gym and you're not really getting the gains that you thought you would have by now. You look at your life, you do a little analysis of where other people are in their journey, and you feel like you haven't made it to the point where you want to be. You know, you're still lagging in some category, whether it be financially, emotionally, physically, mentally. Maybe you're in the university, you're studying your ass off, and then you still don't get the grade that you feel like you deserve, or you still don't understand the concept, even though you hired a tutor and have been literally having a headache just from the simple fact that you've been studying this whole time and still don't really understand the concept. Or you always wanted a real nice car, but for some reason every car you had gave you a bunch of trouble, and you feel like sometimes, man, I'll never get the car I want. Or you're trying to learn a language and then you feel confident, right? And then someone comes up and starts speaking in that language, and then you're stuck like, and then you revert back to speaking in your language, and when they walk away you feel like, damn, you know, I studied all these vocabs, I've been over here listening to the language for hours on end, but when I had the opportunity to prove that I knew it, I failed. Or maybe you're training for a basketball game or whatever sport you play, and you really think you're going to do good, and then you get out there and just no matter what you do, your shots aren't falling, or you know, you just can't seem to get past the defense, and you fall short. So we've all been there. We've all been there, and I know in these times when you're facing adversity, the last thing you want to do is hear a video of me telling you it's your fault. But dog, it's your fault. I don't care what you talk about, whether it be your relationship or not. Like, all right, let's talk about relationships. And understand I'm talking to men here, okay? Specifically to men. All the other things I named, we've been there, you know? But the fact of the matter is, you're at the university. Let's go ahead and break down some of the examples I named. You're at the university. You don't get the grade you want. Maybe your work wasn't that high quality. Maybe instead of all the times that you were sitting there studying, or let's say you weren't studying as much as you know you could have, and you were out partying and drinking, yeah, it's your fault that you didn't get the grade. Or you hired the tutor and all of this stuff, but maybe you didn't ask the right questions. Maybe you, for example, didn't approach the topic from the best way that you learn. You know, you have some people who learn best from audio, other people learn best from visualizing something on a chalkboard, other people learn from writing their own notes, other people learn from examples. So maybe in the concept that you were trying to understand, you didn't apply one of your strengths to really get the concept down. You know, let's say you or an MMA fighter, you training for a fight and then you lose the fight. Well, I mean, the fight will expose your weakness. If you, for example, watched it on camera, it would show, hey, maybe you're real weak as far as your grappling, or maybe you're real weak as far as your getting out of a submission. Or maybe, you know, for example, you didn't train enough. You over here, you know, fapping every single day, giving out your life force, and then the other dude maybe is real disciplined and hasn't had sex for 6 months. Yeah, you better understand he's coming with already more raw power than you are, believe it or not. Or, for example, you don't have the car you want, but every single car I ever seen you had looked like a trash can. Can you really be so upset that you didn't get the car you want? Why would the universe bless you if you don't take care of what you got? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you financially not where you want to be, but what have you done to really learn anything new or bring value to the company that you work at? You think you just gonna get promoted just off GP? Oh, well, I work harder than him. Well, who says? Like, maybe he has other skills that you just don't have. Maybe he comes to work looking sharper than you. Maybe he, knows how to talk and make the boss laugh, and he has more charisma that you just don't have, and you're not a people person. So they're not going to put you into a spot where now you're going to be promoted because you just going off technical knowledge. But what about being able to entertain clients? What about being able to get on the phone and make people feel like, hey, I like talking to this guy? If you don't have that, then don't get mad at the dude who does. He might not be as competent as you, but all those other skills you don't have. Meanwhile, the competence, he can probably learn the skills that you have. So I mean, you got to face these realities. And when it comes down to relationships specifically, men, dog, it's your fault. I know, like, women blame everything on men. Oh, the man's fault, and it does get out of hand. Let's be honest, it does get out of hand. And feminism, like, the next feminist I hear open her mouth is coming like, you wish you could just mush their face, and like, shut up. Cause seriously, y'all talking about some bullshit. You over here making up gender pay gap. That ain't real. Where you get that information from? Want to skew the statistics and move the goalposts just so it suits your little narrative. Man, that's bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you right in your face, it is bullshit. Ain't nothing real about what y'all talking about with the gender pay gap. Y'all don't work as hard. Y'all don't work as long. Y'all don't dominate all the industries that men dominate, where you don't even, you know you don't want to do it. You a pretty female over here flipping your hair every 5 minutes, flirting with the boss. You ain't trying to be on no construction site with a jackhammer. You don't even have the strength to hold up a jackhammer. And don't even try to name me one female that does CrossFit that can bench press the whole gym. Yeah, that's one female. But look at the average female. Can you even bench press half your weight? You probably can't. So don't tell me nothing about holding a jackhammer or using this one chick who does CrossFit as your standard. Like, y'all always trying to do that, you feminists. Always trying to take the top level male and then make a case for how the average female doesn't have what he has. Well, shit, the average male don't even have what he has. And I'm sorry, I see the light is flickering, but yo, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Kuwait. Don't expect high quality out here. Real talk. Lights is flickering. I see it's gonna going from like blue. It look like I got a filter jumping. Like it's going from blue to like this warm, like cold to warm. It's out of my hands, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Still gonna give you this fire content. Ain't nothing stopping the train. But aside from that, dog, y'all gotta start accepting personal responsibility. Like, I even realized in my relationship, okay, facts are, my woman can't do anything that I don't allow. Facts, even including how she treats me. If I allow her to treat me bad and I'm over here looking all depressed with my head down, like, how can any dude respect me like that? They're gonna be looking at me like, nigga, you change your situation then. Either break up with her or do this or do that. And then that's where it looks like, oh, people hating on me. People don't want me to succeed in my relationship. No, people just don't give a fuck about a weak man. Let's go ahead and be honest. I know it's making you feel uncomfortable what I'm talking about in this video. I know it is. You want somebody, pat you on the back, I feel like all men, we looking for that. All men, we are subconsciously looking for that. And Stardust made a video about that. We are all looking for a male mother need. We all feel like, dang, I wish a woman or somebody would just love me like my mom does or like my parents do. But the world don't love you unless you're contributing something. Hence why celebrities, make songs talking about, Mike Jones, for example, made the song talking about, back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all love me. That's human nature, not even female. That's human nature. You trying to start up a business, don't nobody give a damn about it. Then the minute you hit big, that you gonna have cousins hitting you up. Dog, I knew you would always make it. Man, get out of my face, bro. You didn't even fucking support me when I really needed it the most. You wasn't even curious about my business model or what I'm doing or how I'm feeling. None of that. So now that I made it, and here you go expecting a slice of the pie. Man, get the fuck out of here. But that's just normal. That's just normal. So I just want y'all to start taking personal accountability and understand that everything in your life is your fault. Your situation right now, wherever you are, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, if you really cut away all the excuses you make and look at just the bare facts, just the raw, unedited without emotions mixing up the whole situation. Just think about the real, just facts. There's somewhere where you made a turn and went to, let's say, the left when you should have went right, and only you know that. Only you know you should have went right, but then you went left, and then now your life is where it is now, and then you want to fall back and be like, man, you know, the rich people did it to me. Oh, this happened, that happened. Oh, because this boss didn't like me. That's why I'm no. You know there is a situation. You know it deep inside your heart, what happened right there. You gotta take responsibility. Like, yeah, even my relationship, for example, I could sit here and complain. Oh, yeah, my wife said this, my wife said that. Yeah, but she knows and it's experienced a whole nother side of me that no one else can experience or see. Because obviously they're not with me. Obviously you ain't lived with me for no 9 years. Obviously I'm not like having sex with you and doing this and doing that. You haven't heard all the stuff I told my wife. You haven't, been there when we argued and I showed a whole another side where I'm all fired up and getting mad and yelling at her. Like, who am I yelling at like that? So anybody who's outside of my relationship could be like, oh man, she's like this or she's like that. Nah, but that's only because of what I told you. You don't know her side. Just the same way as whatever she telling her friends, whatever bullshit they got to put in her ear, they ain't heard my side. So it's like, that's how it is with relationships. But men, you supposed to be a leader. So however you're leading your team or leading your company or leading your relationship, if you're not getting the results you want, even if you're leading your life, if you're not getting the results you want, it has to do with your leadership style. You got to fall back and start taking some responsibility. Oh man, I didn't get promoted. Okay, I'm working in security, for example. You out of shape. I get promoted past you. You mad. Oh, well, I've been here longer. Yeah, okay, you've been here longer, but he's been here. So think about it. Doesn't that make it worse? You've been here longer. He hasn't been here as long, but he's getting promoted over you, and he's more in shape. So that means you've had plenty of opportunity to prove who you are and to put yourself in shape and to put yourself in position. But you failed to do it this whole time. And then someone who just got there has done it, surpassed you, and now you want to blame it on, oh, it's because he cool with the boss. Yeah, fuck him. It's because da-da-da. Yeah, that's all your ego right there that can't face the facts. No one cares either, you know what I'm saying? You can just, you can tell it to whoever you want. And more than likely, it's going to be another loser that's sitting there nodding their head and making you feel better about, yeah, agreeing with you. Yeah, this and that. They ain't going to be a real friend and tell you, well, nigga, your whole uniform look trash. You out of shape. You don't even know the basic necessities of the job. You don't take your job serious. You don't present yourself in a way that looks like you should get promoted. So that's why your ass ain't promoted. Take responsibility. No one cares at the end of the day. Like, literally no one cares. I know we live in a world where you can post something on social media and you'll get a couple clicks, but at the end of the day, no one really cares. Everybody's fighting for themselves. And the world is real individualistic. So that means even if you are going through something, people are honestly kind of maybe hoping that that the pain is prolonged in your life. Because we really living in a crab in a barrel society where if you start coming up, other people start being reminded of where they're failing in their life. Your success can really make somebody hate you, not because they hate you as a person, but because they hate the fact that you're making it in places that they haven't made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, take this YouTube channel right here. Dog, I only got 30 subscribers? The people who watch it, of course, they might agree. Yo, this is fire content. Yo, keep it up. I'm going to keep it up anyway. I don't give a damn if I have 30 subscribers or 3,000. But let's say one day it reaches 3,000. It might be literally somebody that just come across my channel and just start hating. Oh, look at this dude, think he all that. But they wasn't there when I literally had 4 subscribers. They haven't seen the consistency of me every day getting up here, thinking of a topic, trying to line it up, sitting right here. I got other stuff to do. Here it is 1 a.m. I gotta wake up at 6 something. But I'm dedicated to this because this is something I want to do. This is something I know will have a benefit for somebody else. Now let's say I wake up tomorrow and then I'm at work and then I'm over here dozing off on the job and then I get written up. Oh, you were asleep on post. Written up. Then I'm over here, man, that's some bullshit. Is it some bullshit? Or is it because you stayed up on your own? I decided to stay up. I decided to get off the phone, call my wife, make me something to eat. I know I'm not gonna go to bed till like two in the morning. Whose fault is it if I'm tired tomorrow? It's my fault. Then if I get suspended or get in trouble because I fell asleep on post, I'm over here dozing off. Like, it's a security. You're supposed to be awake. You're supposed to be on point, in shape. You're defending a military base. What it look like if you out of shape, tired, and falling asleep on post? Like, you look dumb as fuck. And then when you get in trouble, can I really, can you really blame somebody else? Take responsibility. Oh, my wife treats me like this, treats me like that. Okay, well, are you a high value male? No, you're not. Okay, are you working to become a high value male? No, you're not. All right, well, are you doing any of this stuff that you did in the beginning of the relationship to keep her sexual interest like high at its peak? No, you're not. Are you acting like a man, or are you acting more like in your feminine? Oh, you're acting more in your feminine. Well, women don't want to be with a man who's acting feminine, so she's gonna start getting more and more bitchy to as a shit test. Get with it or get lost. You know what I'm saying? Man, I just keep whatever. I just keep doing bad at the university. Okay, well, what's your schedule looking like? When you get done with class, are you hitting up the library? Are you asking somebody who's real good at the topic to sit down and break it down with you? Or are you going to have a beer with all your buddies and blowing off steam about how the university sucks? Okay, well, when the exam comes, I guarantee the dude who's in the library is not going to be upset like you are at his result. You get what you deserve, dog. Oh, I'm over here trapping. Oh yeah, I'm listening to all the trap music. I'm listening to Gucci Man. I'm listening to Young Dolph and Key Glock screaming about how they sold kilos. I'm listening to Project Pat screaming about how he'll run down on you and kick your back door in. Oh yeah, I'm getting all motivated. I'm out in the street. I'm selling something. I get locked up. Man, now I'm mad. Oh, the whole world set up against me. No, you fucking did that. Take responsibility. So with that being said, I don't want to ramble on too long. I just think like it's your fault. Like, unless you have something crazy wrong, like you were born with a sickness, or you confined to a wheelchair. Like I said in one of my other videos, I have like sorrow, and I feel bad for people like that who can't control their situation. But if you can control your situation and you don't, you fat but you ain't working out, that's your fault. Don't try to say you big bone and blame your whole, oh, my family's overweight. Man, get out of here. Take responsibility, get a gym membership, and start changing up your diet. I guarantee your ass will get results. Until then, you know what I'm saying? All this is, I don't even care. So, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, holla back.